All good?
Make sure you can go add oil. Thank you.
Copy that. Underway.
Coming down now.
G'day, here we are at Mount Cotton Driver Training Centre. We're here to launch the new Cooper ATT SUV tyre. You'll see behind us some popular SUVs, the MUX from the large category and the RAV4 in the compact. We've also got Joel here from SDT. Joel, what are we up to today?
Yeah, Cliff, we're going to run a range of tests, a wet brake, a dry brake, a slalom, a lane change and a cornering activity. Put each of the tyre patterns across those SUVs. We're going to use a V-box to collect the data, and then you'll be able to see which tyre is actually the best.
That's awesome. Okay, so let's get into this. This is going to be gold.
Let's get testing.
Fitted to a full-size SUV, the ATT is going head-to-head against a common aftermarket brand and against the original equipment tyre on the RAV4 compact SUV. To ensure accuracy, the team uses V-box technology, employing GPS information to verify speed, distance and handling dynamics of moving vehicles. Control tyres are also run throughout the day to factor in any variations in conditions. For the braking tests, each vehicle runs 4 passes. In the dry, the Cooper stops the large MUX sooner than the competitor tyre, which needs an extra metre to stop. In the wet, the results are tighter, but the Cooper still pulls up shorter. On the compact RAV4, the Cooper stops a massive 2.4 metres shorter than the factory tyre, the kind of safety margin that saves lives. In the wet, there's nothing in it, with both tyres recording exactly the same distance. Handling and G-force testing loads up and torches a tyre to the limits of lateral stability. The Cooper, with its extra load construction and stronger sidewalls, records higher G-forces across both vehicles. In the MUX and in the RAV4, both drivers report positive feedback and stability from the Cooper tyre. On the slalom run, the Cooper holds a tighter, more controlled line on each pass. On the same vehicle, the competitor tyre is more of a handful.
Oh, you can feel it, sidewall's weak.
Running wider with less control. But it's in the emergency lane change that the stability of the Cooper really shines. Throwing a high centre of gravity vehicle into an emergency lane change is a great test of a tyre's inherent safety. Far more relevant to real-world driving than outright cornering speed. In this test, the carcass construction of the Cooper results in faster recovery times, keeping the vehicle composed and within the limits of control. On the road, handling like this adds a real safety margin for any driver. So how does the Cooper ATT stack up? Well, Joel Nielsen's pretty impressed, and with 24 years of testing experience, he ought to know.
Just the feel that we got back through the steering wheel shows that your tyre's got something in it, construction-wise, that makes it far more superior because it was so much more stable. It was scary at some points on that other tyre.
The new Cooper ATT. It's the city smart, adventure ready, new Cooper for less coin.